Hello guys, so in this video I'm gonna break down my expectations for this week on the dollar index, Euro USD, GBP USD, and then the indices. Okay, so let's start with the dollar index. This is the dollar index on the daily chart. Now in this region of price, we've consolidated, and then below this consolidation area is this fair value gap, and then this volume imbalance on the left side, which has become an inversion volume imbalance. We can see that we drop below the consolidation, taking all these liquidity pools. Okay, the liquidity resting below this consolidation low and then this low. We grab all those liquidity pools and look how the candle closed. It closed immediately up back inside the range. Okay. And since then, price has been showing a little bit of bullish momentum. Okay. Now, pairing this price action with the fact that January to mid-February, the dollar index has a bullish seasonal tendency. I am bullish on the dollar. In fact, I've been bullish on the dollar since January because of seasonal tendency. So pairing that with this price action that I'm seeing here, where order flow has been bullish. So this consolidation and then the raid and then the expansion happening here, that's the same thing that happened here. Okay, we expanded, came back to this fair value gap, consolidated, and expanded. So the same thing is what I'm expecting here. I'm expecting higher prices on the dollar till mid-February. Okay. So for this week and the next week, I'm still bullish on the dollar. And as we are respecting this volume imbalance that have been inverted, and then this fair value gap, I'm expecting price to expand higher. And if I'm expecting price to expand higher, where are targets? Now, my first target for the week is this bar side liquidity pool resting just here, this high. So that's the consolidation high. That's my first target for the week on the dollar index. My second target will be this clean equal highs here. Okay, very, very clean. See, these two candles have the same high. So those equal highs, my second target for the week. Okay. Now my third target will be this highs here as well for the week. Okay. So these are my expectations on the dollar index. So in all, I'm expecting higher prices on the dollar. So this week, Monday or Tuesday, can create the low of the week, and then we will start expanding higher to bar side liquidity pools. Okay. So if I'm bullish on the dollar index, it means I'm bearish on the Euro USD. So let's quickly look at Euro USD. Now this Euro USD on the daily chart, and you can see that since January, price has been bearish, respecting bearish order flow. You can see we broke down aggressively here, disrespected this bullish order block, created a bearish fair value gap, came into it, 1, 2, sold off aggressively. Price left behind this bearish fair value gap, as you can see. This bearish order block plus a bearish fair value gap. We trade into the fair value gap. We fill the gap fully, tap into the bearish order block, and immediately reject to the downside. Okay. So I am bearish. Order flow is bearish on the Euro USD. Now, first target. First of all, I would like to see this week price closing below this fair value gap that we are inside. We close below, retest it, use it as inversion, and sell to this first target. So my first target is this bullish order block that you see here for the week. My second target is the rejection block. Okay, there's a rejection block. See the bodies on the same level with tails. So that's a rejection block. That will be my second target for the week. And obviously, this swing low, sell side liquidity as my target for the week. Okay. So I'm bearish on EU. And yes, these are my targets for the week. I'll be expecting Monday or Tuesday to create a high of the week and then sell off to these targets. Let's quickly look at the GBP USD. Okay, before I go to GU, on Euro USD, let's look at a 4-hour chart. There's something interesting here. Consider we've taken bar side liquidity here into the daily bearish order block, and we have a daily fair value gap here as well. And we've broken down aggressively, taking this low as a shift in market structure. So we have a dealing range from this high to this low. Price has put back into premium of the dealing range, and you can see that we are respecting this bearish order block, right, on the 4-hour chart. So as I said, I will expect either Monday to just pull back a little bit and reject, create the high of the week and sell off, or Monday can consolidate, because usually on Mondays you don't have high impact news. So my Monday can be just a small range, and then Tuesday can sweep Monday's high and then sell off these targets. Okay, so we are bearish on EU. Now let's look at GU. So going down to GU, the same narrative is in play. Since we are bullish on DSY, we are bearish on GBP USD. As you can see, GBP USD cleared these highs, broke down aggressively. We came back to premium. There is a 1-hour fair value gap here. Respected, broke down. Price came back to this rejection block. The daily chart rejected, and now we are going down. So my target for GU, we have this equal lows. Okay, very, very, very clean equal lows. Okay, so that will be my first target for the week, the equal lows. My second target for the week will be this rejection block. Okay, and then obviously the last target will be this swing low for the week on GBP USD. Let's go to the 4-hour chart. On the 4-hour chart, price went into the rejection block on the daily chart, took this high, and then this high as buy side liquidity, broke down, formed this short-term high. Now this high has swept this short-term high. So looking at this chart, this is already a long-term high that has been put in place. And this is an intermediate term high that has been put in place. So Monday or Tuesday, I'll be expecting a short-term high to form to complete this institutional market structure that is forming here. Okay. So Monday or Tuesday should pull back a little into that order block here to form a short-term high to complete that institutional market structure, to create a high of the week, and to sell off to these targets that I have down here. Okay. Very good. So long-term high, intermediate term high. I expect another short-term high to be here to complete the structure and to attack the lows. So I am bearish, and I'll be watching this bearish order block going into Monday, Tuesday. This will be the level I'll be watching for sells. Okay. Now let's look at the Nasdaq and then S&P. So Nasdaq on the daily chart, we are bullish. We've been very, very bullish since the beginning of this year. So price has also created an all-time high. You can see we have an all-time high being put in on Nasdaq, right? And price is still showing a lot of strength and momentum. So going into this week, looking at the weekly chart, okay, we have this weekly fair value gap. So I would love to see Nasdaq taking previous week's low as liquidity into the weekly fair value gap to then attack the previous week's high. Okay. So going into this week, I'm bullish on Nasdaq, but I want to see price dip below previous week's low into this fair value gap to attack this. So this would be a turtle soup scenario that we can expect. So going back to the daily charts, yeah, we have that swing low there. So manipulation of that low to this gap to attack buy side. That's my expectation. Very, very simple. Let's go to S&P. The same scenario. S&P, if I'm bullish on NAS, I'm bullish on S&P. So S&P 500, I'm bullish. On S&P 500, I would like to see, let me go to the weekly chart as well. You can see this volume imbalance on the weekly chart right here. So I would like to see a dip into the volume imbalance that we see here to create the low of the week and start going higher to attack previous week's high. Okay. Very simple. That's my bias. So guys, be watching the news calendar and know which days you're gonna have major expansions or volatility coming into the market. Frame yourself, get a one shot, one kill, and smash it. Safe trading, profitable trading this week. Bye, guys.